Hello and welcome. It's myself, Charlene Smith, Pippa Monique and Helen Lucas. We are back here on She's a Keeper. It's been a long time, ladies.
Long time.
Welcome back. How are we doing?
I mean, yeah, well, first of all, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year!
It's been a long time. I don't even know how to feel. It feels like we've been absent and we've got so much to fill everyone in on.
Yeah, it's been a long time. I feel like we haven't done this since not long after COVID, I feel like. Or am I wrong?
Literally, yeah.
Like
lockdown files.
Yeah, lockdown files.
Literally.
That's
what
actually
it was.
the topic. Lockdown files.
Lockdown was, I know it sounds crazy because in the grand scheme of things, it wasn't
Actually,
a
we
positive
should
time.
take it right back to the beginning.
Yeah, we should.
But for us, it was an experience.
Yeah, I mean, for those of you that might not know, us three met in lockdown.
Properly.
Literally, yeah. And we met through football.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did. The love of football brought us all together in
Absolutely.
dark times.
Yeah.
And to be more specific, Arsenal.
If you didn't know already.
We are all Arsenal fans sat around this table,
Yeah.
and the way we actually met is we used to feature. We had our own show, which was on AFTV, which we grew a good relationship with the fan base because everyone at the time was going through a really difficult time. And Helen, you're still getting so many messages from people that are saying,
Oh my God, all the time. Obviously, because I'm always at matches as well. And when even the other night after the Brentford game, a lovely couple came up to me and the guy was like, obviously I've seen him before, he's always at home and away games, and his name's Ola, and he was like, oh Helen, he was like, my wife has been dying to meet you. And she was with him and she doesn't go to many games, so he was like, is it okay to introduce you? I was like, of course. So then she come over, she was hugging me. She was like, I miss you. I miss you and the girls. I miss your show. And I was like taken aback because she took me all the way back to the beginning. She was like, you don't know how much you helped me watching you girls through lockdown. Like, you were just so inspiring. It was like you were just helping. You were making it,
wasn't it?
Well, yeah, she was just so connected to me, and I've never met her before.
That's nice.
But in such a beautiful way. And I said to her, do you know what? I said, hold it right there. I was like, she was asking me about both of you. I said, hold it right there. I was like, let me get my phone out. I said, tell them yourself.
Aww.
And literally her husband took the phone and videoed her, and I sent you both the message.
Yeah.
So we've got the video. We should add it to
that was cute.
to this.
we'll add it right here.
All right, beautiful Helen. Lovely to meet you, Helen. Like I was saying, my wife really fell in love with you, Charlene, and Pippa during the COVID season.
Yes.
Yeah.
Where are you guys?
Yeah, where are you guys actually?
Oh, not me.
I'm going to send it to both of them
Oh
now.
yeah,
I'll
good
send
stuff.
it to them.
Yeah.
We've got such a community, but like, look at the views we were getting.
Oh wow, the views
That
were
show
insane.
was. I mean, we even made headlines.
I mean,
We made a lot of headlines.
In the national newspaper. But no, honestly, it was a really positive time in a dark moment for everyone that was going through around the world, especially in the UK as well. But we made light of it.
Yeah, for me, I mean, I can only talk about what brought me to that space.
Yeah.
But for me, I always went to football matches. I've always, football's
Mrs.
my
Arsenal.
thing from a child.
Yeah.
I'm a born and bred Islington girl. You look at my government files.
Well, why are we looking at that?
I mean, we're not sending you to,
You know, like when they have on your birth certificate.
Oh, yeah, of course.
So when you look at your documentation,
Islington.
birth certificate is Islington,
Yeah.
because it says place of birth. So for me, that is my DNA.
Yeah.
I've gone to football. I've been a junior gunner. I've gone through the whole process, the whole life. Yeah. So not going to football. I mean, I haven't gone consistently my whole life, but like there's gaps where.
Life happens.
I couldn't afford it at one point, different things.
Yeah.
But and obviously,
that period was a time when we didn't go to
I couldn't go football,
Yeah.
and for me, football that's my escape.
Yeah.
For many people are brought together through football for many different things. For me, as a child, as a girl, as a woman, going to football, I was always the minority. I'm used to being the minority in many rooms I'm in for many reasons, but at football from a child, there wasn't lots of girls there. I was always the girl with the boys, with my older, with older friends, family, whoever. There wasn't loads of girls. So growing up in that, I always felt at home though at Arsenal from a child. Like genuinely, even though I might have been a minority, it was my safe space for me. You know, we had like junior gunners section. It was like my safe space. I would go with friends.
Oh, that's nice. Like, I was going to say, I don't want to dog my dad out because my dad's literally one of my favourite people in the world. But from when I was a child, I used to always beg him to take us because he would always go. And he was like, no, it's not an environment for a young girl to go to. And I was just thinking, how? Why not? But because I didn't really see Arsenal games like that.
Exactly.
So I didn't know.
Bearing in mind, I'm Greek, My dad, like our culture, it was not the thing necessarily that women do.
That's what my dad was saying.
It was almost like tarnish. I'm a tomboy because I like football. I'm feminine. But there was always that kind of stereotypical thing in society. And I'm always the rebel. I go against the grain. I'm proving to you I'm a boss. But I'm going football.
That's what we like.
But so my dad wouldn't take me. But my love for football came from my dad, from the home.
Same.
My brother was a footballer. I've always been through every part of football through life. Whether it wasn't always through Arsenal, I've lived through football through many facets. My brother was a professional footballer. I grew up,
that's so cool.
You know, like going, well, cool.
It is.
Football world, it ain't always cool.
I know,
It's got both
on the
sides,
inside,
you know.
it ain't as cool as what you see. Not every football player will make it to that elite level. And many boys' dreams are broken and shattered and destroyed, whether it be through injuries
or from one silly decision
or from growing up a superstar as a child because you're the little prodigy
in academy.
Well, some kids were bigger than academies from the streets playing football from, you know, like their area or from different avenues. But the real good kids will end up in academies or at football clubs or signed from very young. But the mental well-being of those kids when they're growing up in that, and then just one day other kids catch up or maybe an injury and you can't play, and even though you're on a pro contract almost on that sphere of the trajectory is going to say you're going to be the next David Beckham or the next whoever, Ronaldo, Messi, blah blah blah. How many boys never hit that?
I was just having this conversation with one of the coaches at one grassroots team, and we was talking about, you know, like us, the boys that we are with now at the age where they're getting, you know, scholarships at under 15s, under 16s, and even at this age you have the players that everyone says, oh, they're going to be the ones, but that's not always the case. If you look at, like I was saying to him, if you look at the current England squad, a lot of those boys when they were academy age, no one was talking about them like that. Even the Sackers, like you got Bellingham, everyone was talking about Bellingham from young because he still is very young. But a lot of these players, Konsa, Mark Gay, no one was talking about. Well, Mark Gay actually, he was part of that very good Chelsea squad in 2005. But a lot of these men that are professional and elite wasn't always the ones in the academy that were the ones like, oh, they're going to be amazing.
That stood out.
And then you get the ones that were the star players in the academy that don't get that far, and it takes a toll on. I don't know how they manage that.
I've seen both sides of it. So from being the sister of someone that went through it from a young age, my brother was playing for everyone. He was a very, very, very exceptionally gifted and talented natural baller, and I mean he was even signed pro by a big club. And even then, and to be fair, my brother, compared to many, had a fantastic, you know, he's travelled the world playing football. He's worked in big clubs, you know, in big roles as well, within the framework of football globally as well, not just like in the UK or anything like that. So I'm not saying there isn't life after not being a superstar. There's avenues, the FA safeguarding, you know, it's a good organisation and an association. They try their best by their members, and you know, you can do courses while you're within that framework. Those that slip that system though, I don't know how much is there. Like my brother was quite lucky and fortunate. He was a member of the FA because he was a professional footballer. So I don't know where we're at within the game in that space. For the kids, I don't know. I'm sure there's loads of good things in the community, and
I think it's important as well because obviously growing up, you know, for young males that want to become professional footballers, sometimes that is all what they see. You know, they don't think, oh well, if I don't make it, it's all I know is football. You know, so then even when they sign at clubs from a young age, it's very cutthroat. If you are not to the standards, or they decide they don't want you no more, that is it. You know, and the mental impact that it will have on such a young person. I've seen it happen to young people.
I've seen it,
where they're just shattered. They don't know what else to do. And it does affect their mental health, and it does cause depression, and it does affect their confidence. So, you know, there does need to be perhaps more protection, you know, from
there's so many young children and girls now as well.
Exactly.
And I was going to say, we need
going
to touch on, because obviously I'm talking from my brother's perspective,
but even it's
we're going back
recently,
different decades. So like, and even so obviously it was different. The last 10 years though, thankfully, or maybe the last 5,
more
really,
like 5, 7 with the
there's more with the women's, the girls. There's more
gaming,
access to football. Thankfully, our women won the Euros. There's a bit more funding by our lovely government. You know, so they're recognising that girls can play football, girls should play football because there's money in it.
100%.
Shouldn't be because of the money.
But it's going to be the same thing. There's going to have so many girls coming through the door, boys and girls going through this academy system, and it's just a number. And that is a horrible thing.
But when it comes to the business end of life, it's business, and it's all about the numbers. It's a numbers game in every
aspect of everything.
Of life.
It's sad.
Which is good, because we're in a lovely country that we have more opportunities here than maybe some parts of the world that are less developed when it comes to the football kind of
ecosystem of
so much for watching She's a Keeper. I'm Charlene Smith.
I'm Pippa Monique.
And I'm Helen Lucas.
Make sure you guys stay tuned. Don't forget to like,
comment,
share and subscribe.
Yes,
for more. Let's go.